Well, after the mecca that was Daytona, we are set to go racing for race number 2 of the Hunt Brothers Pizza Truck Series. As we're set for race number 2 at Rockingham, as we're here today. As we're set for 59 laps on this 1.017 mile racetrack here, and on the pole for this race here today, it is Zachary Fitzwater, the Spears Manufacturing Chevrolet truck number 75. He's alongside Quentin Moore in truck number 21. Row 2 has number 44, Matt McIntyre. Number 86, it is Ty Dent. Third row, he's number 7. It is Logan Williams in the Exide Barry's Ford. He's alongside Mike Becker in the Cummins STP Dodge, truck number 43. Fourth row has the Sanford siblings, Charles Sanford, number 16, and Gene Sanford, number 94. Both of them carry in-car cameras, or in-truck cameras, I should say, in this racer today. Next row down has Rob Evans in number 30 in the Team Mopar Dodge. And number 6, it is Nathan Hudson in the Total Chevrolet. Next row has number 3, Cole Deaver. He's on the outside of row number 6. Inside of him is Stephen Colon in number 18, the Dana Gear Dodge. Next row is Joshua Osborne in number 98. And number 2, Dylan Young in the Team ASC Certified Ford. A pair of Fords in that row. Next row has number 88, Zach Winkle, and number 25, Seth Cole in the Citgo Superguard Dodge. Next row down has number 52, Kyle Matthews in the AC Delco Chevrolet. He has our third in-truck camera. He's alongside Bill Parker in number 5, the DuPont Chevrolet. Next row down has number 28, it is Keith Batson, and number 29, Johnny Gardner in the Team Mopar Dodge. Next row down has number 50, it is Cat Batson, and number 80, Jesse Turner in the LCI Ford, Cat Batson in the Granger Ford. Next row is Robbie Bogues in 17 and Jessica Shelton in number 4. Next row down has number 87, Cassie Dent, and 38, it is Dexter Black. Next row down has Daniel Bouchard in 60 and number 06, it is Mitchell Collins. Next row down has number 8, Matt Haas in the Delco Remy Chevrolet. Number 19, it is Sebastian Dent in the Pennzoil Ford. Next row has number 48, Paul Minnick. And number 83, it is James Sykes. Sykes was the winner at Daytona, the last race we brought to you on the tour. Well, the first race of the season, I should say. Next row is Nathan Orman in 24 and 81. It is Scott Upton. Next row down has number 1, Henry Williams, and number 99, Levi McIntyre. And starting shotgun field will be number 62. It is Roberto Crown Jr. and Josh King in number 49. So the field of 41 trucks, or I should say field of 36. No, field of 38 trucks will be ready to go here today at Rockingham as we're set to go racing here today. And here comes the command to fire the engines for this race.
3, 2, 1, gentlemen, start your engine.
So the fans here are set. So the fans are ready to watch some racing here today. And of course, you know it's Rockingham, so you know the pace truck or pace car will make that drunken turn on the end of the wall off of pit road. We'll be back for the start of this race right after this. Field running through turns number 3 and 4 here as we get set for racing here today on this racetrack at Rockingham. The field led in the hands of Zachary Fitzwater in number 75 and 21, Quentin Moore, to Chevy versus Ford front row. As the pace truck ducks off on the pit road, green flag is about to fly, and we are racing here at the Rock. And somebody's on the inside lane right there on the wall. Oh, it's the one truck of Henry Williams and the 83 is James Sykes that have spun coming off turn number 2. No caution is flown. Fitzwater leads the first lap of this race. And here comes Logan Williams to the low side. He's going to look for the lead. He's got it coming off turn number 2. And turn 2 is usually a trouble spot here at the Rock, as you see the 50 of Kat Batson leading the low line through turns 3 and 4 here as she gets past or tries to get past Gene Sanford, number 94. Robbie Bogues behind Cat Batson, as well as his 87 of Cassie Denton in the Bellside Mobility Chevy. And here we go, 3 wide through off turn number 4 here. Levi McIntyre trying to make up some spots here in the 99 truck as he gets by Johnny Gardner. Now he tries to get past Josh King in the 49 truck. As he come off turn number 2, and we got I thought we had problems off the second turner because somebody banged the wall big time. In the meantime, Jesse Turner trying to get up underneath Scott Upton in the 81 truck as he come off turn number 4. As we have the as we're back to the leaders right now, Robbie Bogues now continuing trying to work his way back into the field here. As we watch Kyle Matthews move to the inside of the 30 truck of Rob Evans. Matthews trying to push the 98 of Joshua Osborne up through the field here. Osborne now running in 5th. And a battle for the lead between Charles Sanford and Matt McIntyre, the 16 and the 44 trucks. Ford versus Chevrolet in this bunch. And then you got 2 more Fords behind him there, Logan Williams and Keith Batson. As we move through turns 1 and 2 here. On board Kyle Matthews' truck. He's in 6th position right now after starting this race back in the field here. James Sykes is out of the race right now in the 83 truck, so he goes from a winner at Daytona to dead last at the Rocks, sadly for him. As Matthews hangs in there right now in 6th position, up ahead of him Joshua Osborne in 5th. And there's the roof cam from the AC Delco Chevrolet. Saw the speed going in turn number 1, 165 miles an hour in the turn number 1. The last lap for Matthews, 152.271 miles per hour. They qualified here at just over 155 miles per hour. The Rock, we see the lap speeds right now. The fastest laps race so far. Fast lap set by Dexter Black in the 38 truck at 153.800 miles an hour. Nathan Ormond now has the second fastest lap of the race as we watch Logan Williams slide back a couple of spots here as Samper, McIntyre, and Osborne now moves in the top 3 spots here. And now Matthews tries to get by Keith Batson in 28. As they come off turn number 4, so move Kyle up to 5th. Kyle usually, doesn't matter what series he runs, he always seems to run well here at Rockingham. And he's won here quite a few times too, not just in pretty much a lot of series that we do in the NNSCRA. And speaking of Nathan Ormond in the 24-car truck here, we talked about a minute ago. Well, he's moved up the field, up in the top 10 now, as he's moved past Zach Winkle in the 88. Now he's trying to get by Keith Pat. My apologies. Tries to get by Keith Batson in 28, and now moves up in the back of the 60 of Daniel Bouchard. Bouchard right now running in 7th here. Ormond now tries to get by Batson. He does so. He's up to 8th now in the number 24 GMAC Chevrolet. We talk about your mover uppers to the field here. Levi McIntyre, the 99 Exide Barry's Ford. He started his race in 36th position. He's now up to 17th right now in the Exide Barry's machine. Didn't qualify that well, but he practiced very well too in the happy hour. So he is so they got that truck very well dialed in now, following his buddy Seth Cole in the 25 truck. As they get past Rob Evans in the 30 and the 06 of Mitchell Collins. And the outside pulsator Quentin Moore, he has felt like a rock a little bit since the start of the race. He's now dropped to the 18th position, maybe 17th now as he tries to get by Mitchell Collins. He does not do so for the time being, and now moves to the low side. And on the low side of him of Moore, I should say, is a 17 truck of Robbie Bogues in the Western Auto Chevrolet. So they got several trucks that's moving up through the field very, very nicely here. And now McIntyre's just now picked up a couple of more spots. He's now gotten past Rob Evans and Seth Cole. So that should put Levi up to 14th right now, I think. Let's see where he's clocked in this time by. Yes, he is. 14th position. I'll make that 13th now as he tries to get by Dexter Black in the 38, and he will do so off turn number 2. Meantime, Kyle Matthews and Matt McIntyre have both slid back a little bit too, with Cat Batson in the 50 and the 88 of Zach Winkle moving past. There's the copter cam view as we look through that view briefly. And meantime, a battle for the lead's now happening here between Osborne and the 87 of Cassie Dent. And where does she come from in that 87 machine? She's up to 2nd place. Last time we talked about her, she was running about almost mid-pack. And she moves inside of Osborne now for position, and she tries to, she does not lead that lap there. Joshua did that time by, but Cassie now goes to the top spot now. She's part of that she's part of that 3-truck Dent team right there. Of course, her and her husband, Ty Dent, and of course also Ty's. I don't know if Sebastian's his brother or what though, but we evidently probably think so. But Cassie leads her first lap of the race here. She goes as she leads Joshua Osborne. Daniel Bouchard running in 3rd position right now, 60 truck here. Bouchard's had a lot of foul luck, and no matter what series he's running in, but Bouchard hopes to turn it all around and have a really good season here in a 60 machine. As the Cat Rental Chevrolet is driving right there, the yellow and red machine. And another guy that's kind of had good and bad luck somewhat too, Nathan Ormond in the 24 truck, the GMAC machine. He is up to 4th position right now. Right behind them is the battle between Logan Williams in the 7 and the 50 of Cat Batson. The battle for the lead now develops once again. Osborne and Dent are back at it again. The 87 and 98 trucks. And Osborne forces a throw on that Rebessis Ford, and he moves back out ahead. And goes back to the lead here. Osborne, who last season was winless in the Castrol GTX Cup Series. Which announcement on that series? For those of you wondering here, that I'm bringing that series back to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming Channel once I get done with both the Truck Series. By the way, both this series and the Pizza Hut Truck Series, which is on the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming Channel. This is the series I do on my Red Racer 1985 channel. By the way, but Dance now back to the top spot now, the 87 truck, as we watch Cat Batson now get the help from the 44 of Matt McIntyre, as now Batson was at the third position. That's Cat Batson, that is in the 50 truck. Matt Haas moving his way through the field in the 8 machine, the Delco Remy Chevrolet. He's up to 8th spot. Rob Evans in the 30 truck up to 9th, and 10th position is Zach Winkle. As we watched Keith Batson now battling with Levi McIntyre. That is for 11th position, which Keith has gotten right now. And Levi's now kicked up to the high side here. Robbie Bogues goes from the 17 truck, and the 52 of Kyle Matthews also goes by as we ride with Kyle Matthews in the 52 truck. We now looked and see where the other in-car cameras are, truck cameras are running at right now. There's Charles Sanford's view. Sanford not having a good run right now. He's in 37th position right now in the Papa John's truck. He's made an unscheduled pit stop. He is now 1 lap down, as he made an unscheduled stop earlier in the race. And see where Charles's sister Jean's running right now, and there she is from her truck camera. Jean right now running in 20th position right now. Up ahead of her is the 38 truck of Dexter Black, and the 75 is Zachary Fitzwater, the pole sitter for the race. Up ahead, the 18 of Stephen Colon, the 4 of Jessica Shelton, and the 06 truck of Mitchell Collins. There is a good-looking Jean's truck, the Super 8 Motel Ford, number 94. Mike Becker now behind her. Becker now running in 20th here. Sanford now running in 19th. And meantime, Levi McIntyre trying to move his way back up, trying to gain back what positions he lost. And now Nathan Ormond has dropped back a bit too. That's now set to the high side. And Jessica Shelton, meantime, closing in. She's now up to 15th in the number 4 Team ASC truck. And somebody got off the wall. It looked like the 38 Dexter Black and Gene Sanford got together a little bit. And Gene say, out of my way, Dexter, I want to move away. I want to move up to the field here. And so does Mike Becker. So does Fitzwater. And also the 62 truck of Roberto Crown Jr. There he is in the 62 machine. And Seth Cole goes by him. There he is. He's at the 22nd, no, maybe 21st right now, as here comes to the low side of Fitzwater's truck. "31 laps in the books. There'll be 32 this time by as Matt McIntyre. If you're looking at the scoring pylon, well, I was going to say Matt McIntyre's in the lead, but now Joshua Osborne's taking the lead now in the 98 truck. There he is. And brings Cat Batson with him in the 50 machine. Cassie Dent runs in 4th position. Kyle Matthews up to 5th. 6th is Matt Haas. 7th is Daniel Bouchard. 8th is Zach Winkle. 9th is Robbie Bogues. And a battle for 10th between Logan Williams in 7 and Nathan Ormond in 24. Now Cat Batson takes the lead now in the number 50 machine. "34 laps in the books and 25 to go here at Rockingham as we're well past halfway at home. There's Henry Williams in the 36th position right now in the number 1 Die Hard truck. He is running, let's see where he's at right now. He is the, yes, he is the last truck on the lead lap. But that may not be for long because here comes the field trying to lap him as Batson now keeps the lead, but look who's coming down in that number 52. That's Kyle Matthews, the AC Delco Chevrolet. Here comes Matt Haas closing up in the 8 truck. And who leads this lap between the 50 and the 52 truck? It looks like it's going to be Batson, I believe. Yes, it is. So Cat Batson leads that lap, but no sooner I say that, Kyle Matthews has now moved up to the top spot now in the number 52 machine. But Batson's not giving up without a fight in the number 50 truck. She wants to keep that lead as they come up turn number 4. But to no avail, Matthews now keeps the top spot, takes the top spot, I should say, and brings Matt Haas with him in the number 8 machine. So you got Chevrolet's now jumping out in front now. Chevrolet's having 3 of the top 5 spots so far in this race here. The only other 2 are Fords, as they go by Henry Williams in the number 1 Sears Die Hard truck. You remember he was involved in that early altercation between he and James Sykes. And that knocked Williams now a lap down. Sykes is the only truck out of the race so far as a result. I was surprised that really that crash didn't cause a yellow flag to fly, to be honest. Maybe because both the trucks were down on the bottom of the racetrack, but we've seen cars and trucks on the bottom of the racetrack before Rockingham, and after a crash, and the yellow flag is still flown. Depends, of course, I guess it depends on the severity of the accident, I guess. I don't know. I swear to you, I do have yellow flags turned on. I swear I do. But right now, Henry Williams trying to get pushed up to the racetrack right now here, or trying to get pushed through the field, I should say. Matt McIntyre was the one that pushed him up to the track right there and lapping him, and now Matt McIntyre gets by him, but Matt Haas is now being trapped behind the number 1 truck, and I'm sure Matt Haas is a little frustrated right now. Osborne goes by. Here comes 60 of Daniel Bouchard. The 99 of Levi McIntyre is now 3 wide between he, Haas, and Ormond. As he moved to the low side, now Ormond goes by. So does Rob Evans. Here comes 4 of Jessica Shelton. As she moves up to the field now, the number 4 machine. So let's see where that puts the 24 truck right now up to the field. Ormond now up to the 6th position here. Evans is 7th, Shelton's 8th, Bogues is 9th, and McIntyre was 10th, but now Stephen Colon has gotten by him for the 10th position. As Williams got bounced off the field, coming on turn number 2. And now McIntyre's still having trouble trying to get back to the bottom of the track. Gene Simmer's gotten by him, and now here comes 87 and Cassie Dent. As she's now moved to the low side. So McIntyre's dropped to 13th position for the time being here. Dent's in 14th, 3rd, and up ahead, Gene Simmer in 12th. In the meantime, Mitchell Collins has quietly worked his way up to the field right now in the 06 truck. He's running in 11th position right now in the Ultra Wheels Ford. Zach Winkle running right now in 15th position. Levi has now dropped to 14th for the time being. Batson's 16th. Keith Batson's in 16th position. 17th is Logan Williams. 18th is Seth Cole. 19th is Dexter Black. And Matt Haas, who was running 2nd a while back, he's now running in 20th. So Matt Haas, I'm sure, a bit frustrated right there with the 1 truck of Henry Williams. Nathan Hudson's running in 21st position. 22nd is Dylan Young. 23rd, was 23rd is Quentin Moore, but that's dropped to 24th. As Johnny Gardner goes by him in the 29 truck. Paul Minnick and Roberto Crown Jr. side by side. It's 25th and 26th. Cole Deaver running 27th right now. 28th is Jesse Turner. 29th is Fitzwater. And I think we got a crash here. I think some kind going. I thought I heard a crash. I don't know. So Rob Evans coming on pit road, as well as the 06 of Mitchell Collins. And still no yellow flag. I don't know what's going on here. Let's take a look as to what happened here between the 06 and the 30 trucks. Yeah, Evans got off the wall right into the 06 of Collins, and then took Gene Samper with them right now in the 94 truck. And here's Gene Samper's view. So that whole deal dropped her to 32nd position right now, as she's now running. Rob Evans has now moved back on the pit road. And we're already less than 10 laps from the finish now. 50 laps in the books and 9 to go. Kyle Matthews is now out in front. Second position is Daniel Bouchard. Third is Kat Batson. Fourth is Jessica Shelton. And Joshua Osborne running in fifth position as Osborne trying to catch Jess for position right now. The 98 and 20 and the number 4 trucks, both of them driving Fords. And here comes Bouchard for the lead in the number 60 truck. Here he moves in the low side of Matthews through turns 3 and 4. And Bouchard's going to take the top spot, and Matthews gets hung up to the high side in the 52 machine as he drops up to fourth position, maybe fifth now. As he comes on turn number 2, Mitchell Collins is now up ahead, turning as he's about to get lapped. Kat Batson goes low right now in the 50 truck. Here comes Shelton. And number 4, as she tries to move to the low side, she stays behind Batson, trying to go for the top spot here. And Kat Batson goes to the lead. Shelton to second position now. Osborne trying for third spot. And Daniel Bouchard's now caught behind the 06 of Mitchell Collins. Here comes Orman. Here comes Orman going by. Matthews going by. Matt McIntyre in the 44 going by. Here comes Robbie Bogues in the 17 and Stephen Colon in the 18 truck. There's a spot. There's an open spot right there. Go get it. Oh, nope. 88 of Zach Winkle goes by. Here comes Cassie Dent in the 87. And now Bouchard. Here's an opening. There it is right there. So, So Daniel Bouchard, who was running in the lead, now gets dropped back a few spots here as they come off turn number 2. And now he's dropped to 11th position right now. So Daniel can still move up a few spots here. Meantime, we got a battle for the lead going on right here. Here comes Shelton in number 4 for the lead on Kat Batson. And she's got it, but here comes Joshua Osborne with some horsepower to number 98 truck as he moves to the low side of Kat Batson for the number 2 spot. Kyle Matthews behind him. 44 of Matt McIntyre. Robbie Bogues in the 17. This is far from over yet here so far as we're coming down for 2 to go. Matthews to the low side. Matthews to second. 2 to go for Jessica Shelton. Through turns 1 and 2 they come here. Matthews trying to close back up on the 4 truck. It'll be the white flag this time by. There's been a lot of lead changes here today so far. More than usual for Rockingham. Matt McIntyre goes low for second position right now. White flag waves over Jessica Shelton. She has 1 lap remaining. En route to maybe her first Hunt Brothers Truck Series win. Matthews comes off turn number 2. Cuts the wall a little bit here. Matt McIntyre goes for second position now, as he tries to make a run of Shelton through the third and fourth turns, but he's too far back. Off turn number 4 she comes. It'll be truck number 4. Jessica Shelton wins at Rockingham. Boy, Matt McIntyre, though, made a charge at her at the end, though, but the number 4 Team ASC certified truck, that's the Bill Elliott truck from 1996 that she's driving, and she takes it to the victory lane. Jessica Shelton wins here today at Rockingham. Second will go to Matt McIntyre. Robbie Bogues third. Kyle Matthews fourth. Stephen Colon with a solid day, finishing in 5th position, and number 18 Dana Gear Dodge. Joshua Osborne comes home 6th. 7th will go to Kat Batson. Cassie Dent 8th. 9th will go to Daniel Bouchard, and Nathan Ormond will come home in 10th. Average speed 149, 567. So that'll be said right here as we take a look at the rest of the finishing order here. Zach Winkle comes home in 11th position. 12th will go to Seth Cole. Nathan Hudson 13th. Dexter Black 14th. Matt Haas, who was right up there in the field, runs in 15th, but finishes in 15th. Quentin Moore, the outside pole sitter, 16th. Keith Batson, 17th. Paul Minnick with a solid day, finishing 18th. 19th will go to Logan Williams, and Johnny Gardner will finish 20th here. Dylan Young, 21st. Levi McIntyre, who was moving his way up through the field nicely, in fact, got into the top 10 at one point of the race here. He unfortunately got held by lap traffic or the outside lane, whichever. He dropped to 22nd, unfortunately, for the X-Side team. Zachary Fitzwater, 23rd. 24th will go to Ty Dent. 25th will go to Mike Becker. Cole Deaver off to a slow start this season, finishing 26th. 27th will go to Jesse Turner. Roberto Crown Jr., 28th. 29th will go to Phil Parker. 30th to Gene Sanford. Josh King, 31st. Scott Upton was the last truck on the lead lap, finishing 22nd. Or 32nd, excuse me. Trucks that were not on the lead lap here. Henry Williams was 33rd. Mitchell Collins 34th. Charles Sanford 35th. And Rob Evans 2 laps down in 36th. The trucks out of the race for Sebastian Dent with an ignition failure, and James Sykes got knocked out of the race here. So caution flag. So no caution. So race ends up caution free here today at Rockingham. And as congratulations again to Jessica Shelton, who takes the win here at Rockingham. As their third race of the season will bring us to. See where the third race of the season will bring us to Texas Motor Speedway, which is next on the schedule in this series here. And for now, this is James Qualls. This is the production of the NNSCRA, offline racing at its best. And we'll see you on the Red Racer 1985 channel for more Pizza Hut Truck Series action as we head to Texas next on the tour. So as that said, catch you later.